Leviticus chapters 19 to 21 paint a picture of God's loving instructions to his people, the Israelites. Imagine being in a desert, a vast and open space. God wants his people to live in a way that sets them apart, a beacon of light and love. These chapters tell us how. They are filled with rules and guidelines that teach us about God and how to live in a way that pleases him. These are not just random rules but a blueprint for a life that is pleasing to God. These chapters in Leviticus are like a guidebook, showing us how to live in a way that honors God and blesses others. They are about love for God and love for others. God wanted his people to experience his blessings, and these laws were a way to ensure they stayed close to him. This section emphasizes the loving nature of God's law. It sets the stage for understanding the specific commands as expressions of his care for his people. The image of Moses and the Ten Commandments reinforces the authority and significance of these laws. One of the most important things God emphasizes is respect. He tells us to honor our parents, to treat them with kindness and obedience. This is the foundation of a strong family and a healthy society. When we respect our elders, we acknowledge their wisdom and experience. God also tells us to respect those who are different from us, including foreigners living amongst us. This means treating everyone with dignity and fairness. Imagine a community where everyone felt valued and respected. That's the kind of community God wants us to build. This section highlights the social implications of God's law, emphasizing respect for family and community. God also cares about honesty and fairness. He tells us not to steal, cheat, or lie. These rules are important for building trust and creating a just society. When we are honest in our dealings with others, we create an environment of integrity and respect. God wants us to be fair in all that we do, whether we are dealing with family, friends, or strangers. Imagine a marketplace where everyone could trust each other, where there was no need for dishonesty or deception. That's the kind of society God envisions. This section emphasizes honesty and fairness, virtues that are essential for a just and harmonious society. The image of the merchant using accurate scales visually reinforces the concept of fair dealing. Throughout Leviticus chapters 19 to 21, the word holy appears again and again. God is holy, and he wants his people to be holy too. Holiness means being set apart, different from the world. It means living a life that is pure and dedicated to God. Just as God is different from his creation, he calls his people to be different from the world. This doesn't mean withdrawing from society, but rather living by a higher standard. It's about reflecting God's character in our thoughts, words, and actions. This section introduces the concept of holiness as a central theme in Leviticus. The image of a shining light bulb symbolizes the idea of being set apart and reflecting God's character. In times of uncertainty, we often find ourselves searching for a deeper connection, a sense of peace, and a guiding light. Seeking God's presence becomes a journey of faith, trust, and devotion. It's in these moments that we open our hearts, listen to the whispers of the divine, and find solace in the quiet assurance that we are never alone. Through prayer, reflection, and sincere seeking, we draw closer to the divine, feeling the warmth of God's love and the strength of his presence. This journey, though personal and unique for each of us, is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the unwavering promise of divine companionship. A life of worship is more than rituals and ceremonies. It's about a heart fully devoted to God. It's about living in a way that honors him every day, in every action, and in every thought. Worship is a lifestyle, not just an event. Loving your neighbor goes beyond mere kindness. It means showing compassion, understanding, and respect to everyone around you. It's about putting others' needs before your own and seeking the well-being of your community. True love for your neighbor reflects the love God has for each of us. The principles laid out in ancient times still hold relevance today. They guide us in making ethical decisions, in treating others with dignity, and in living a life that is pleasing to God. These timeless truths remain a foundation upon which we can build a just and moral society. Embracing God's holiness today means striving to live a life that reflects his purity and righteousness. It's about being set apart in our actions, thoughts, and attitudes. By seeking holiness, we draw closer to God and become a light in a world that desperately needs his presence.